If the Miami Dolphins are at least competitive against the Buffalo Bills on Thursday night, we'll be spared the Mike McDaniel hot seat talk. On the flip side, if the Dolphins get blown out, you'll hear plenty about McDaniel's future the rest of the week. The Dolphins are off to a rough start, holding a winless record with 2 losses, and they're not getting any favors this week with a game against the Buffalo Bills, who look like the best team in the league. The Bills came back to beat the Ravens in Week 1, and then demolished the Jets in Week 2. Josh Allen looks like he can win another Most Valuable Player award, and Buffalo is clearly a Super Bowl contender. The Dolphins are closer to contending for the first pick in next year's draft than a Super Bowl. Miami's defense has been one of the worst in the league, and the offense has been up and down. The Dolphins are winless, and after a forgettable season last year and rough season, there is already speculation about what Miami's next moves might be. If Miami loses big on a primetime stage, the speculation about major changes will be accelerated. While it's tough to say if it's his Bills or Dolphins, the actual answer is probably Mike McDaniel. The Bills, with eyes on the #1 seed this season, would exactly be thrilled to lose a home game against a clearly inferior Dolphins team. Miami is already in bad shape, and adding another early season loss would practically mean they're already playing out the string before September is even over. So both teams need this win in their own way, but McDaniel's immediate future might look bleak if the Dolphins don't at least compete. Even though Miami is winless, it is not all doom and gloom for the team. The Dolphins running back James Cook, through 2 games, is looking like one of the league's most productive backs. In Week 1, Cook had 102 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown. In Week 2, he had 132 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. If the game goes as expected, the Bills won't need Josh Allen to pass it too often. The Dolphins are horrendous against the pass, but game script probably indicates that Cook should have plenty of opportunities and a chance for a huge game. However, this is the 2025 Dolphins defense, and it's possible the Bills put up big numbers, passing and running it on Thursday night. Buffalo is a big favorite on Thursday night, but divisional games often have a way of being surprisingly competitive. If Miami wants to have any success tonight, they need to get wideout Tyreek Hill involved in the game plan and get him the ball early. The Dolphins finally hit on a long pass to Hill last week, his first grab over 30 yards in a calendar year. If Miami continues to struggle, it's possible Hill is auditioning for his next team. Will they respond to the early season adversity? Will they figure out the issues that have led to penalties, confusion, and turnovers on offense? Will the defense have an answer to the inconsistent pass rush? Will they be able to contain Bills quarterback Josh Allen, who is a threat with both his arm and his legs? There are a lot of questions the Dolphins have to answer tonight and over the next several weeks. We shall find out shortly. Personally, I think the game will be close going up to the half, with the Bills probably holding a 1-possession score lead over the Dolphins going into halftime. After the half, I believe the Bills will widen the gap even further. Miami will get frustrated, and their weak defense will struggle to keep up with the high-flying offense that Buffalo puts on display. I see the game ending with the Bills coming out on top with a 2-score advantage. Possibly a 3-score lead over Miami when the clock runs out. I think Miami will go back home with their tail between their legs, and the Mike McDaniel hot seat will be in flames. Stay tuned for the best football coverage around. Subscribe for more, don't ignore. Yo, that sounds kind of cool. I didn't even try to make that rhyme. We out. Peace.